Hey guys and gals, it's Shane and Steven, and for today it's not the introduction video, but it's the halfway point video.
Halfway point, can you believe it?
No, I cannot. It does go quick, doesn't it? And as you get older and you get a little flavor in your life, and you get that, you start building up, you're letting your years stew, it just goes quicker.
I think we were a little overwhelmed coming into January, getting ready for this. And it's been going really smoothly, I think.
I agree. Much more smoothly than it was.
The filming, the editing, everything's coming together.
Yeah. Well, you have more experience in the editing. I mean, it was 2 years ago, right? In February of 22. And for me, I've learned more. So I still get things wrong, people. But I could, I'm expanding out the subjects a little bit more of things that I've learned over the past couple of years, right? Because you have to keep learning on this job. And
of course. Yeah,
there's a lot to learn. During one of the videos on the Croaker, I don't remember which one it was, maybe Aft Battery, I had a nice back and forth with a commenter, and it was just like, I tried to learn almost everything about the ship, and we were talking about Paul from the COD, and he's been doing 45 years, one boat.
Yeah.
Right? I'm 6 years, 3 boats. Right? So it's going to take some time for me to get things right.
Yeah.
And I love your little additions that you've added to the videos too.
Fact buttons.
The fact buttons, and then you had that equation thing going on. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that was good.
So,
and the other thing too is like we have our people commenting, our viewers.
Yeah.
Which is, we like that. Keep that up, and we'd love to conversate with you guys because we learn things from you guys too. So we appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, and we've had a bunch of new subscribers, which is good. Hopefully we can keep them engaged beyond 29 and 29. And I mean, I've enjoyed talking to the new people that haven't commented before, or either they're new to the channel. And I think your 2 videos were great, about the shipbreaking and the war in Spawn.
I'm not used to being the guy in front of the camera, so it gets a little...
It's a nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it totally could be.
Like I said, you're the veteran at this, not me.
By default, right? There's no one else here to do it, and I'm fine with it, as long as people enjoy it, right? Like, that's the thing. If people don't like my presentation or whatever, but
we're lucky we have such a handsome man to do it.
Oh, yes, thank you. It's appreciated.
That's
yes.
My Valentine's Day gift to you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it is Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's right. So, for all you ladies, guys, your partners, significant others, we were just bringing you this video because you might not be watching it at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. Maybe you're busy showering affection, which is always a good thing on your significant other, and we hope to join you at dinner, right? Maybe they're watching this at dinner time.
We'll swing by. Just leave where you're at in the comments, and we'll show up.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's your favorite video so far?
Oh, man. I was surprised. We did get some really nice algorithmic assistance with the museum ship in Erie, Pennsylvania. So that did pretty well. And I'm working with them now to maybe do a live interview with the executive director.
Really?
Yeah, so I had reached out to them well before February to say, hey, let's do this. I forgot I wrote the email, and then they just got back to me. It went in the junk file, so she didn't get it for about a month and a half, and I had forgotten about it. So maybe we'll do something for the next Wednesday or the following Wednesday to meet with Joe live to kind of carry on that conversation, because it seems like people really liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing the independence class video. I know it's not thorough, but this is another, we could do part 2 and part 3 with those, because that is a pretty fascinating look. And with us, the Little Rock being the last class available to actually look at, the challenge is for you. If you ever want to come on board and do your own research, you can do so. How about you?
It's funny when you're editing, you're watching it differently than you are when you're just watching it. And it was like when we made 2 Wars documentary, I think I watched it 2-3 times fully but I've seen every scene in it like 1,000 times.
A bunch of times, yeah.
So to me, like sometimes I'll have to go back, and I'll have to go back with these and rewatch them start to finish just as a viewer.
Just as a viewer.
Because they're just bits and pieces to me right now.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
But I mean, they've all. I love the topics that Shane came up with.
And yours. I mean, the shipbreaking was a great idea. The Warren Spahn, I know that kind of combines your love of baseball, and that is a big deal that he was the winningest left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, right here from Buffalo.
There's been a lot of left-handed pitchers in baseball over
sure
the 140 years or whatever it's been.
And I mean, just his accomplishments in the military, and he was very proud of that, as you saw in the video.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, it was good to do that, and I feel like I'm hoping that maybe you get baseball fans that aren't necessarily into military museums, veteran museums, that might be like, oh, cool, they talk about baseball, maybe I should check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to, we love your support. You're very passionate individuals, and we see that passion come through all the time. But yeah, if we can expand it out to baseball fans.
Or anything. I mean, there's a whole, it's not just Warren Spahn, you have so many people that left Major League Baseball to go to fight in the war. I mean, Ted Williams was in World War II and the Korean War, and he's regarded as one of the greatest hitters of all time. So it was a different time, and it's nice to be able to explore that and see the way that baseball players held their priorities and responsibilities. Again, back then it wasn't you're making millions of dollars. You're making a pretty much a normal wage. It wasn't until the 70s that they started making this money. So it is a little different now, and that's not to knock any players now. It's also a little different. We don't have a draft now, right? So people aren't necessarily getting drafted or volunteering before they get drafted. But I mean, there's a lot of stories to tell there. So in the future, maybe we can touch base on that again. No pun intended.
Tag up. That's right. And I would love to, as subscribers and members come on board, I'd love to interview them. And, maybe if they're comfortable, then to put their passion on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if you come and visit us.
Yeah, baseball is just like, that happens to be my passion. But I mean, there are so many things that intersect with people in the military. We have an event coming up with a doctor from UB and like head of surgery, I think, for Kaleida and ECMC, and he'll be talking about his time in Desert Storm.
Yeah, interesting.
So I mean, these things, the military intersects with so many different things in civilian life that you might be interested in or have a passion for, and I think that's great. I hope it does bring in new viewers or new visitors to the park proper. Yeah,
absolutely. We always are looking for unique ways of growing, and we want your comments on that. Yes, we've got we're about halfway through. We got a bunch of nice videos coming up. Again, still working with potentially the guys from the Oliver Hazard Perry shipyard to see if we can get them live and to have a nice discussion about that and to throw our support for that endeavor. It would be nice to have one of those FFGs from that era, on display, which we don't have currently. As you can see, it's kind of foggy outside.
It is foggy today.
So we're gonna.
It's eerie.
It's not Erie, PA, man.
Again, no pun intended. It's eerie outside.
EERIE.
Do you remember that show, Erie, Indiana?
No.
No.
Sorry.
It's like a Nickelodeon show in the 90s.
Oh my God, dude, I was in college, okay? He's a little bit younger than me, so yeah. So in college, I was in college probably by the time. Oh my God, yeah, there's an 8-year difference or something? Yeah, so that makes sense. You would have been 14 and I would have been 22 or whatever it would have been. Or 10 and 18. Or...
Listen, SpongeBob came out when I was 19. It's one of my favorite shows, so.
Okay. All right, sounds good. No, I remember spending many hours in college. Oh, what are we doing? Playing Echo the Dolphin.
That's the worst game.
That was the best game.
I could never get past that first level.
It was great.
That opening screen.
We had a Sega Genesis and then a Sega Saturn and then a Sega Dreamcast, and we played Echo on, I think it was all of the platforms.
Yeah, I always sucked at that game.
It was great. I love that game.
I hated it. Aladdin, that was a good game.
Oh, get out of here. See, again, I was 24 when that movie came out or something. Forget it. But it is a whole new world, man. It's a whole new world. Let's not close our eyes, okay? All right, now we're just being goofy. Again, thank you for all your support. We can't do it without you. You guys give us some energy and prop us up. That's there's not much else I can say about that.
You said it good. That works. We're gonna go on our Valentine's Day and play Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Close it out.
Yeah, close it out. So we're gonna head into this soupy, eerie Indiana.
Yeah, it was a show. It was like a Twilight Zone-ish kind of show.
Oh, interesting. I love.
But it was on Nickelodeon or one of those channels.
Okay, Nickelodeon. Okay. Clarissa Explains It All. We enjoyed that one in college too.
The Secret World of Alex Mack. I had a huge crush on Alex Mack. Alex Mack was a girl.
No idea.
I had a huge crush on her.
Okay, nice. I don't know that show either. Anyway, well, now you're seeing how goofy we can be. That gives you a nice little insight. Thanks so much again, everyone, for your support. We have, 14, 15 more videos to go? Right?
We're going to put that math equation thing up here again.
Yeah. And we hope you join us for all of them. And then you will need a well-deserved break as well, because you've been tuning in faithfully at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for us. So a lot more about the ships, a lot more about the Navy in general, and some other topics that we have that we hope you enjoy. And we'll see you again soon.